Smooth family. What's good? I hope everybody doing good. Hope everybody having a good day. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Good. Feeling good. I know. Been a long week. We're gonna wait a little bit. Wait for a few people to come in before we get started. How your week went, man?
Busy, working like crazy. For it to slow down.
For me, busy and tiring. Be real with you.
Hmm. It's been a good one though. I can't complain.
Yeah.
Dare not complain.
Right. All you do is just move forward. You know. Hey, what's good, y'all? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I hope y'all feeling good. We about to get started in just a second. Let us know that you can hear us. Say what's up in the chat so we know what you hear. I want to make sure y'all can hear us just before we, get started.
And happy Sunday to everybody.
Right.
While we wait, there's so much going on in this world, so y'all be on your P's and Q's. It is crazy out here in this world of today.
It's getting crazy. Watch yourselves, watch your family, kid, everybody, bro. It's really getting crazy out here. So, but we finna jump into this thing. What's good, Smooth family? It's your boy Be Smooth. If you can't be smooth, then you gotta move. And this Smooth Talk. I'm your host, Brandon, aka Be Smooth. My other host, my dad, Carl, also known as Papa Smooth. Y'all gave him that name. For today, we're gonna be talking about I can do all things. I can do all things. What's up, cutie? Yeah, everybody that's tuning in. We appreciate y'all coming through. Welcome. If this your first time, say what's up. Make sure if you on Facebook, make sure you hit that like button, comment, say hello, share, and all this other stuff. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, hit that bell so you be notified every time we go live, and share it with your friends. We're gonna be on a good topic today. It's gonna be pretty good. So I can do all things. Now, going into that, what does that mean to you? Hey, what's up, Auntie?
What's that?
What's good? Wait, what does that mean to you? I can do all
That's my other name right there, y'all.
Yeah, that's his other nickname, Pete. Yeah. Yeah, what does I can do all things mean to you?
If I put my mind to it and I focus, it means that I can accomplish whatever I set out to do.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what somebody else say, no matter what this person say, or even try to stop me or try to stop whatever I'm trying to do, it would never prevail.
Right. Yeah.
We can do whatever we want to do.
Yeah,
we just have to focus when we start doing stuff. A lot of times we don't. One of the reasons why we don't accomplish nothing is anything. I ain't gonna say nothing, but anything is because we are started and we don't focus on it like we should, and then we just stop and then it goes away.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that, and I agree. To me, to kind of piggyback off what you just said, what does it mean to me? To not really give up. Even when things get rough, even when you don't even feel like doing it. Trust me, we've all been there. It's things that we don't want to do. Even if you do love it, we human. It becomes times where you just like, I really don't want to do this for real, but you still push through because you have a goal. You're on a mission. You got people depending on you and stuff like that. And strength. That's mainly like the main word I can really come up with for that, and resilience. Honestly, what's y'all thoughts on that? Though I want to know for people that just came in. We talking about I can do all things. So the question is, what does that mean to you? I can do all things. Before we move on, I want to get some of y'all opinions on this. Before we continue.
What's that?
Or what's good? Say what's up. Appreciate y'all coming through. Welcome to the Smooth Family. This is the Smooth Talk Podcast. I'm your host, B Smooth. This is my other host, Papa Smooth. So, yeah.
That is funny every time I hit something.
Yeah. Keisha said it means you're capable of anything if you just put the effort. Yeah, honestly. You're capable of doing anything in this world despite what anybody tells you. It don't matter what anybody tell you, even if they say you're going to fail and all this other stuff. Bro, don't listen to that. Even if you do fail, it's like you get back up, tweak it a little bit, and go back out there. It's going to be rough.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Rough.
It's never going to be easy. What else you put? Oh, what's up, Keisha?
That was it.
Oh, okay. Now, another question I have is, what's the process of when you get discouraged? How do you feel?
The process, even I say like me, I would stop and maybe rearrange something or refocus on what I'm doing. And sometimes you have to block out everybody that's around you to even start the process of getting ready to get back in the groove of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a process. Me, I may just stop doing something and just turn on some music and just listen to some music for a little while. Or just I might look at TV. I don't know. It just depends on what's going on at that moment.
Yeah. Now, y'all, I ask these questions because one, I want y'all opinion on it and to see your thoughts on this because everybody is different. Everybody's journey is different. So that's why I ask these questions. And plus, you never know who could be watching, who could potentially help. So that's why I ask these questions. Now, as far as like the process of when I get discouraged, it is frustrating. Everybody that know me, I love music and I love dancing. So that's like my first go-to if I don't pray. Or I like journal down how I'm feeling. Might go back and tweet, certain ideas I may have, or I might ask for advice. When I do get discouraged, I'm human just as much as everybody else is. There'd be times where I'd be like frustrated and I'm just might have to take a break for a little bit and like don't do nothing for a good minute or so. But I don't particularly just sit there and just be like, man, I give up. This ain't it. Now I might stop right then and there and then come back to it tomorrow. But as far as like just stopping it and never go back to it whatsoever, I can't do that. I can't do it. Keisha said, insert procrastination and fun here, LOL. As soon as I'm discouraged, I'll get back to it later. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's best for you to go back to it instead of just like leaving it there and just letting it collect dust, whatever it is, you end up doing. Because you always gonna have that thought of what if, what if I would have gave more effort to it. And that's a terrible feeling, boy. That regret feeling will really hit you and it lasts your whole life. And don't feel like anybody of any age, don't feel like, it's too late to do anything. Because you can still do a lot of things, bro. It's people older than us that's doing things I didn't even think was possible.
in the world of today, you can very easily be discouraged, and
Mhm.
you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
And you cannot let that discourage you like that. You know, I watch. You know, I don't see my daughters like that. Matter of fact, one of them is in here now. Shay, what's happening?
It's good.
I
It's
don't see
good.
my daughters like that, but I watch them when they're posting or they'll hit me up, and I watched. I have watched the process and the progress as they grew up to become women. Um, it's like they're not letting nothing stop them. They're doing their best to maintain in this world of today. So you got to maintain in this world of today. If not, this world will eat you alive.
Mhm.
I say this, and I say this to the end of time. This world is not what you think it is. It's not. It's not what you think it is. It ain't all these flowers and all that and all this good stuff. It's not that.
Man, it's rough out
It is rough. It is really rough out here. You got to pay attention. I was teaching a class this morning. You got to pay attention.
here. It's getting scary. You have to pay attention though. And despite anything you're going through, whether you have any type of health condition or not, a lot of y'all know I deal with sickle cell, and that's a good majority of my life. And it is rough. It's hard. Not only is it hard on me, it's hard on people around me, like my father and stuff like that, because it not only affects me, but at the same time, I don't let that stop me from doing what I want to do, even though it might slow down the process a little bit, but I don't let it fully stop me because I look at how far I came and everything I accomplished, over the years, and I seen how it affected people around me, and even people I don't even know like that I didn't even think was watching because they look at it like if he can do it, then I can do it, despite what I deal with, and it's rough. Trust me, it is rough. Like moving, my day to day life and all this other stuff, not knowing if I'm gonna be okay 1 minute and not have pain, or if I am gonna have pain, it's rough. It takes a toll on you, but for me, I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself. I get through it with prayer and just journaling, dancing, talking to people, and everything else I do because I know I have people that depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
Not only am I doing this for myself, but I'm doing it for my family and also to encourage others just like me or just everybody in general because everybody got their own story. Your story is to be heard, so you are heard. So that's why I'll be encouraging people to, if you feel comfortable, if you want to share your story, if you want to come on, let us know. We'll send you the link and stuff like that. But a lot of y'all don't know this, but as a kid, I was always being told that I wasn't gonna make it to C20. I'm 27. So you can imagine what that does to a child mindset and all that. And then accomplishing the things I've done, being in commercials, meeting famous people and all this stuff, writing a book and everything else I've been doing, and still living. It was hard, still is hard. It's not easy, but I still push forward because that's all I can do. I came too far just as much as you came too far. So I would advise y'all, hey, whatever you're doing, keep at it, bro. Don't stop. You might slow down. Your progress might be a little bit slower than anybody else's. Don't worry about that. Kitty said, Brandon, you are inspiration to always push through. You have taught me that. I appreciate it. I be trying to do my best. And y'all be pushing me, bro. So I really appreciate it. So a question I have is, do you think social media plays a part when it comes to doing all things and discouraging people?
Yeah. And as of right now, social media is a beast, boy.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I've been watching all this stuff that's going on with Charlie Kirk and all this other stuff. And I dare not get into that conversation because people try to pull you in a conversation.
Yeah, they go left.
And it can go left real fast, all because of an opinion. I don't celebrate somebody dying. And at the same time, people got to understand that if somebody don't mourn because you're mourning, you got to understand you don't understand everything because you can't feel what I may feel. You can't see what I may see. But social media is it's becoming really crazy on social media.
Yeah.
It pushes a lot of stuff that shouldn't get pushed. But if I post something that's controversial, I get put in Facebook jail, or my poster gets striked, or they'll block it or take it down. And that could be got it from somebody else's page that's very controversial. But it'll take it down off mine, but theirs will still be up.
Yeah. Social media, I do feel like it does play a huge part in that when it comes to people feeling like they can't do anything in this world, or they get discouraged because a lot of people do be comparing themselves to others, whether it's their peers or whoever. And it's rough. You're human. Everybody has went through that at some point in their life. If you still don't deal with it, don't worry too much about what somebody else got going on. Be happy for them. Especially if it's your friends, family, whoever. Be happy for them. But understand your journey is your journey for a reason. Your time is coming. It just might be at a different pace than theirs, and it might not happen the way you want it to happen. And there is nothing wrong with like going back and starting over. Same thing. Oh, okay. But yeah, I do feel like social media plays a huge part in that.
Don't get me wrong, social media got a lot of good stuff going on, and
yeah,
it's posting a lot of good stuff, a lot of good content. But we see how fast it went left if you paid attention to the news. That's why I'm getting into a lot of this politics talk or this political talk, because I do have an opinion, and just because I have an opinion, you shouldn't get mad at my opinion, just my opinion of how I may feel. But people do. Just all because you don't agree with what they feel like what is right, or they think what they think and saying is right. No, just because you think that and what you think is right don't mean it's right. That's just your opinion. We don't the truth has become a lie, and the lie has become the truth. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact now. They'd rather lies catch more attention than the truth. If I was an extremist like that, all I gotta do is blame it on the other side. Especially if I was that type of influencer, I blame it on the other side. You believe it? People believe all this stuff right now. And they will post every bit of it on social media. And it goes into the algorithm, and the algorithm pushes it. It constantly pushes it. So when they present the truth, they don't push that as much as they do the negative stuff, because it makes money. You can say what you want to. You can say what you want to say. Racism makes money. Hate makes money. Evil makes money. Dividing makes money. It all makes money. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
That's why I advise a lot of y'all, just be aware of everything that's going on, but be careful what you consume and what you watch, because it can be discouraging, and it can knock you off your path of want to do whatever it is you doing in life and what you want to accomplish in this world and where you want to fit in. Now, social media can be a great thing. Don't get me wrong. You can meet up with some amazing people that think just like you, and can push you, can push your life and y'all pushing each other life.
And make money off of it.
Yeah, and just move forward and go further than what you thought. So don't feel like social media is just a bad thing in general, because it has pros and cons to it. It's good and bad. But I'll go ahead.
Me either. My opinion is always going to be different from anyone's else, anyone's else. But people want to put their opinion on you, and will stop being friends with you because you don't think that same thought as them. And that is so true, because that's why I don't get into those conversations. I can. Sometimes I do, just for the sake of entertaining it. But I always say, if we're going to talk about it, don't get mad at my opinion. That's my opinion, just like you're pushing your opinion. And see, once they get into this political world, they think the left side is the best. They think the right side is the best. Ain't neither one of them the best. If they was the best, this world wouldn't be in the predicament it's in. This world wouldn't be going through a whole bunch of stuff that it's going through right now if either side was the best. Now y'all are fussing, oh, he shouldn't have said that. If I said a whole bunch, I guarantee you, if I got on here and talk all the good about Mr. Kirk, it'll be over 500 people in here. If I talk all trash on the president, it'll probably be about 700 people in here. That's people.
Yeah.
But if I talk good about both sides, it'll be some people in here. But if I give a certain opinion, they'll tune it out. It's like that. Because it's like Kitty said, because it's not the same thought as them.
A point I got to bring up is, to reel it back in, is don't overlook and dismiss your small achievements.
No, you always celebrate small stuff.
Yeah, you have to. And a lot of people feel like when it comes to achievements, there always has to be something major or something huge or whatever. No, your achievements don't always have to be something big. It can be just as simple as getting out of bed, making sure you're eating and stuff like that, drinking water, or, working out.
Checking on people.
Yeah, checking on people. For a lot of people, because the way the world is now, it's a lot of people are depressed, have anxiety, or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is you're going through. So it's difficult for a lot of people to feel accomplished in life, feel like they can't do anything just because either what they seeing on social media or going on in the world, or just their own personal reasons. But don't overlook the small things. It might not be as big to anybody else, and that's okay. Just because you got out of bed and that's an achievement for you, don't ever let nobody dismiss that for you or discourage you or make you feel like it's not that big of a deal. To them, it may not be, because they don't understand your story. To you, it is, because they don't know your thought process. They don't know what you're going through, or you probably have voiced it to them, but they still not gonna understand it. So don't overlook it, because believe it or not, it's a lot of people that's going through that. Getting out of bed is a hassle for a lot of people, whether you believe it or not. So always, make sure you celebrate your small achievements. And remember, it doesn't have to be anything huge. Mm-hmm. And don't compare it to nobody else's achievement. Be happy for them, but don't envy them. Don't be jealous of them. Because it's the same way you envy them or be jealous of them or whatever feelings you may have towards them that's negative. Best believe there's a lot of people out here that feel the same way about you. Just being honest. And a lot of people don't get that. They feel like, it's one-sided, or they can be negative, hate, whatever, and think there's nobody out here doing the same thing towards them. It's not how it works.
There's always consequences on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You do good, people gonna hate on you. You do bad, people gonna hate on you. You do bad, people gonna love it. You do good, people gonna hate it. Then you got people that will love it, that's doing good, but the ones that doing bad, they'll love all the bad stuff.
Let me
So you have to,
when it so when it comes to I can do all things, a lot of people feel like you always got to achieve something great and something big. For some people, they just want to be, I don't want to say normal people, but a lot of people just want to be a good person. That go a long way for a lot of people. They just want to be a good person. Some people want to be doctors. Some people want to be singers, influencers. Whatever it is you want to do, anything I advise anybody, no matter what age, whatever it is you want to do, bro, stick to it. Be true to yourself. Don't try to impress, nobody. Don't change for the right reasons, you know. But don't let nobody sit here and discourage you and knock you off your path and make you feel like, you ain't nothing. You got to start somewhere. Even if it starts off small and you only got like one viewer or whatever, you have to keep going, which I'm going to speak on consistency pretty soon too. But you have to keep pushing through. You have to. It starts somewhere. My boy Darius, he said, I'm a bad person. Be careful.
On the game, probably.
Now, a point I got to bring up is your past victories prove future possibilities, which is fact. Now, I repeat that again. Your past victories prove future possibilities. The things you accomplished, in your past, it just proves that there's, future possibilities. You don't know where life can take you, bro. You don't know who you could possibly meet and where your life can end up at, bro. Especially if you're on the right path. You know you're on the right path when stuff starts to get even harder. And when everything is starting to feel like it's going downhill, people attacking you left and right, and it just everything is going wrong. That's how you know you're on the right path. But even when it does get to that point, don't stop, bro. Don't give up. That should push you even harder, bro. That should push you. Because you'll be way closer than you think. And that's what usually happens, though. A lot of people, they get to, when that does happen, they be so close, then they just stop. And it's like, bro, you was right there. You was in arm's reach.
It's just like the movie Breaking. Since we both dancers, just like the movie Breaking. I know some of y'all may have seen it, and I know a lot of y'all probably hadn't seen it. Probably never really heard of it. But just like the movie Breaking, at the end, they said that they were playing the song "Ain't No Stopping Us," because one guy was trying to stop them from entering to the contest to be in this play. And the songs "Ain't No Stopping Us," no stopping. Nobody does it better. And you have to be in that certain mindset like that too, where can't nobody stop you.
Mm-hmm.
If you allow people to do that, then maybe you should check yourself in first and then check your circle. Because if your circle is not pushing you to be great, then maybe it's time for you to cut that circle part off.
Yeah.
And close your circle some to get out the negativity of the people. It's time to let them go.
It was good, Darius.
Hey, what's up?
Love you too, man.
What's happening, man? Love you too. Boy, I thought about you the other day.
Yeah, you should always have that positive attitude. Legacy was good. You should always have that positive mindset of being the best version of yourself. No matter what it is, bro. Just be the best version of yourself. Now, if we're being realistic, we all know it's always gonna be somebody better than us in anything. That's fine. That's cool. That's gonna be even with them, the person that's better than you. But don't worry too much about that. Just be the best person you can be.
To get better in life, you gotta be able to do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
To get better in what you're doing, you got to put it on repeat every day. You got to say that to yourself every day. Don't be better than I was yesterday. Instead of waking up a lot of times, but oh, here we go again. This day like this, or oh, you can't be like that. Yes, I know it's gonna be some times like that. I have it myself, but I look at my best days than I do my bad days, because it always outweighs the bad stuff. You know, if you're not proud about nothing else, be proud about being alive.
Yeah.
If you need a reminder, go out to a cemetery. You know how many people would love to switch places with you right now? If they could speak. If you need a reminder, go by the cemetery. Go out and sit in that cemetery. That's a reminder right there.
I know this may be a touchy subject, what he's talking about for a lot of people, but it's the reality of it though. Being alive, that's a blessing, that's an achievement on its own. Being able to wake up every day, whether you believe in God or not, whatever it is you believe in, that's an achievement on its own. Just being able to wake up. So that should push you, whether you just, want to be, I don't want to say it in this type of way, but whether you just want to be a normal person that's just being good to people and stuff like that, then be that. If you, want to be a gamer, YouTuber, TikTok influencer, dancer, whatever it is you want to do, bro, put all that energy into it. Now, we human. There's going to be times we slack off. I do it myself. I'm human. If I stick around people that push me, get me back on track. And sometimes you might have things happen in your life that will put you back on that path to remind you, hey, you need to get back right. You need to lock in. That's how it is, though. You gotta surround yourself with positive people. You gotta surround yourself with people that's gonna push you to be great. And y'all just going up like this. A lot of us, we came across people that once you get to a certain point and they here, they get mad and try to bring you down here with them.
Mm-hmm.
When you just trying to push them up there with you, you can't take everybody with you. It don't matter how much you love them. And kind of be careful too. I'm gonna speak on this too. Be careful who you hang around, and the ones that be joking about like, whatever it is you want to do in life. Be careful with that. I get some of us you be hanging with your friends and stuff like that. Y'all joke, but it's certain jokes where it's like they really preying on your downfall for real. And they want to see you fail. So you got to be careful with that. Like, nah, you ain't gonna make it, bro. You might want to be careful who you hang with, especially the ones that talk like that, because they just slowly plotting on you.
Yeah, your circle is very important. Your circle can help push you, or your circle can help pull you down.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, friends or family.
Mm-hmm.
One of the two. It can destroy you if you allow it to. See, you got to get out this mindset. Well, that's family, that's what they always do. No.
And just
speaking negative all the time. That's what you want to be around.
And just because I know this is gonna hit home for a lot of people, but just because they your family, that don't make it right for them to talk negative on you like that.
Sometimes a friend is more closer than a family member.
Right. I don't care if it's mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, whoever. Anybody that's talking bad on your name and trying to bring you down, you better cut them off. You can love them from a distance, but you better cut them off. They love.
No, go ahead, finish.
Because they love to use that excuse. We family, this and that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, we be family, but I don't gotta be around you. I don't have to be. It don't make it right that you talking negative and like trying to discourage me and knock me down and don't want me to make it in life. It don't make it right. It don't make it no better just because you family.
And I got this off his sister page, Shonda.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Shonda. Shonda's had a birthday too. Shout out to Shonda and love her sweets.
Happy birthday, sis.
And I got this off her page because she had a post up one time. She said, what she say? Blood ain't thicker than water. Sometimes the water is thicker than the blood.
Mm.
Back in my generation, you could pretty much say blood was thicker than water. Because you look at my generation and look at the generation now, back then, we stuck together more back then than they do now.
It's slowly changing now. To be honest with you.
So I
There's
love when people pray on my downfall because when I stand up,
to be
to be
continued.
continued.
Yeah. Because you're going to have haters. It's good to have haters. You just got to separate yourself and be careful with that. He said, I can love you, but I do not have to like you. Yeah. I can love you. I ain't got to like you.
So I try to stay around friends that help me. The ones that are negative towards usually show themselves and I treat them like ghosts. That's right, disappear from peace.
You got to.
What's that they say? More ghost you?
It goes to yeah, you just disrespect is disrespect. It don't matter where it comes from.
And when we say stuff like that, don't get it twisted that we're saying, no, stay away from your family and all that kind of stuff. No, we're not saying that. If they're negative, you can speak, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Anything. But if they're all negative like that, that's what you stay away from. They're still your family, regardless. You can't change that. But you do not have to hang around all that negativity.
And the reason why we speak on this and we say these things is because you stick around it long enough, you're gonna start picking up the character traits, then you're gonna start doing it. And then it's a lot of people that have kids, and then you start doing it to your children.
As they say, if you stick around it long enough, sooner or later you're gonna start developing what they're doing. So if you stick around people that's trying to have something or going somewhere, sooner or later you're gonna develop trying to do the same thing. But if you stick around a whole bunch of bad people, it's always negative and stuff like that, sooner or later you're gonna pick up that same talking point and you're gonna be negative yourself.
Yeah. So I got a question for everybody. What's an advice you would give a person that struggles with feeling like they can't do anything?
Advice?
Yeah.
Pick themselves up. Look in the mirror. Go to the mirror and tell yourself every day, look, I can achieve whatever. I can do whatever. I can make this happen at any time. I can do this. I can do this. Pick yourself up. Then after you pick yourself up, cut yourself off from certain people.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people do that. You ever notice people that have made it, they cut themselves off from certain people? You ever notice that? See, they love to use this, don't forget where you come from. No, I ain't gonna forget where I come from. I'm gonna cut off what's been trying to bind me, hold me back, and keep me in a certain place. I'm gonna cut it off. Because I want better. See, that's the thing. When you want better, that type of talk don't bother you.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother you. Okay. I had it in my head, in my mind, where I come from. So for one, I haven't forgotten where I come from. So you're mad at me because I decided to do better. And I never understood that. And that takes me back to when Mike Epps said that they celebrated him more when he was on drugs versus him doing better off the drugs. That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
It don't. Misery loves company. So when you take that away, that miserable person latches on someone else like a parasite. If you cut that off, you have to cut off. You can't cut the tail off because lizard tails will come back. So you got to cut the head off. You ever notice you cut a snake head off? The snake is still alive, even when you cut the head off. That's why they don't really die until like the end of the day. That's why if you cut a snake head off, you don't mess with it no more. You cut it off, you separate it from the body, whatever you do. Because that snake head is still alive. That snake body is still alive.
Now we're not we're not saying like people can't change and stuff like that. We know some, it's a lot of people that can change over time. So don't get it twisted and think like, oh, they just gonna be like this the rest of their life. Now it is some people that are like that, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta at the end of the day, focus on what you got going on. If you see the change, you see the change. Whatever you decide to do, whether you want to fix your relationship, with your family, friends, whoever, and y'all do that. If not, go about your day. But some advice I would also give is watch how you speak on yourself. And, your vocabulary when it comes to certain things, speaking over your life. Instead of saying, I can't do this, saying I can, or, you know, which it takes time to develop that because I still struggle with that myself, you know, or you can say, I will learn this. Just those simpler things, can change a lot. And you'll slowly see it over time. It's not gonna happen right away, but you'll see the change slowly. Everything takes time and effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what's as far as y'all know, what's some advice y'all would give before we continue. You know, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the Smooth Talk Podcast. You know, I'm your host, B Smooth, also known as Brandon. It's my other host, Carl. Some of y'all might know him as Pete, also known as Papa Smooth. We appreciate y'all coming here.
I can say this. I watch this. I guarantee you, I said a little mixture of alcohol in here. Oh man, he out there drinking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. If you here on Facebook, we appreciate the comments, the likes, the shares, and all that other stuff. YouTube, we appreciate y'all subscribing, and sharing and commenting because everything is appreciated. It's needed because you never know who's going through possibly the same thing you're going through, or your words could possibly encourage somebody. So that's why I advise people to, speak if they can. If you want to share your story, if you want to come up, let us know in the comments or shoot us a message, and then we'll send you the link. And then, yeah, Keith said, I also observe closely and make mental notes of everything and everyone around you. Yeah, for sure do that. Yeah,
always. And like I said, we appreciate everybody. Y'all. We appreciate that that you come through because you could have been doing anything else. We welcome all of y'all for joining us on today. I know it's football season now. I know a lot of guys they into the football and stuff like that. So if you're on YouTube, subscribe to his channel and everything, and help it to grow. We appreciate it. To help it to grow, get it into the algorithm. Even though it ain't the messy stuff like a lot of people have, but sometimes we got to bring the balance. Then if you're on the Facebook, you follow him on the Facebook.
Yeah, we slowly getting into other social media platforms.
Yeah.
It's just we gotta be careful with that just because they be a little strict over there when we talk about certain things.
They're strict. So
I know a lot of y'all want to see me over on TikTok and all this other stuff. That's the reason why. But
think about starting a Patreon. I've been thinking about it. That way we ain't got to worry about being censored. We ain't got to worry about saying we want to talk loosely. Not saying I was cussing and stuff, but loosely.
Right.
Without being taken down. Yeah. Patreon is where it's at. But we would need the support to help that to grow. So y'all think about it as we think about it.
Now.
Yeah, we got sound effects now. Yeah.
Yeah, we got sound effects now. Now, if you just now coming in, we talking about I can do all things. Like I expressed before. Hey, what's good? Appreciate you coming through.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, we talking about, I can do all things. And the definition, can be many things for anybody. Whether it be just getting out of bed, eating, checking on somebody, doing certain, little things to further your career. Anything you could think of that's positive, or just going to the gym and stuff like that. Like we said before, even the small achievements matter, so don't overlook it. Now, a question I got is, Who in your life inspire you to believe in your strength and resilience?
Who? Growing up?
In general, growing up now,
This can be long.
yeah, you're right.
I ain't even gonna try to name them because it can
Go on.
it can go on all the way down from you, all the way down from my daughters, your sisters, and it can go on. That's a large list.
Mm-hmm.
See, because one thing about it is that I did my best to surround myself around people that ain't messy. Just like when you was growing up, I always introduce you to people that was positive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Big Lee something else, bro. He's something else now.
Man, I'm great.
Yeah. But if you talk to him. He probably watching his crazy self. If you talk to him, he gonna cut the food. He gonna cut up. He gonna laugh and joke. But when he talking serious, he's dead serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I can't even begin the list of all the people that spoke some positive in my life. Some of them passed away, but even up to now, there's people speaking positive. Even all the way up until now, when I meet people now, they'd be like, "Man, don't you have a podcast? You and your son?" I say, "Yeah." "Don't you have?" I say, "Yeah, I have one too." See, and man, we be watching and we appreciate it, and we thank y'all for even coming on and doing stuff like that, and it's just like that.
Appreciate it, Katie.
It's like that, and I try my best to give back at the same time. While a lot of times when we have people on, it's really y'all don't know them, but it's really local people.
Mm-hmm. So we try to give credit to a lot of local people and support everybody, even y'all that's on here. We try to whether you have a business or whatever it is you're doing, you want to promote. We try to, which we're gonna speak about that too after this episode. But yeah, man, shoot, the list can go on for me, you, mom, everybody that's on here.
It can just go.
Like everybody.
Yeah, I read the comments sometimes. I'm just like, okay, cool, But the list can go on and on and on and.
Well, let me ask you this: why do they, inspire you?
Because of positivity that I hear, and if I meet them in person, I can see it too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you do in life. You can only fake stuff for so long. You can fake for 5 years. Sooner or later, it's gonna come to the end. The real you, just like David. Start out dating, all this stuff going on, blase. Sooner or later, the real person gonna start to come out.
Yeah, I would say for me, why? One, because y'all all are positive. Plus, y'all push me to be great, and vice versa. And a lot of y'all helped me do a lot. Plus, y'all show a lot of support just as much as it's the same energy towards y'all. Man, the list can go on. I can say a lot. A lot. I don't know what she said. I'm waiting for you to write another book. Yeah, I do need to get back on there. I still have it. Your stories and inspiration. I truly appreciate that. Yeah, I do. Which I appreciate you saying. I do need to lock back in on that for real. It's a lot of stuff I need to lock back in on. But yeah, but that's another reason right there. Because y'all put me back in that mindset. Like, hey, you need to lock in, get back on that. Now, a point I got to bring up is all things doesn't mean it's easy. It means it's possible. I'll read it again. All things doesn't mean it's easy. It means possible. Nothing is easy. I don't care what you do. Nothing is really going to be easy. It can be easy over time, but nothing is really easy.
You can't give up in the midst of doing something that you're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, was not good overnight. Michael Jordan got cut in school. Practice what made Michael Jordan good.
You gotta work on your craft.
Kobe, when everybody else was out partying and all this kind of stuff, Kobe was in the gym working on his craft. That's why I don't like it when people try to compare Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Won't you compare Michael Jordan with Kobe? Because Kobe played against Michael. So did Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. Won't you compare those and leave LeBron? LeBron is more Brandon era. Kobe and Allen Iverson is my era, along with Jordan. But Kobe got really, really great because he was in that gym when everybody else was doing stuff. Kobe at the gym 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's
a lot of things, you know, especially when you want to make it, whatever it is you want to do that's positive in life, you're going to have to make sacrifices. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be rough. People not going to understand it. They might clown you for it and all this, you know, speak negative about it, question you on it, might think you're crazy, whatever. It's like, bro, you trying to make it. So you're not going to be able to fit in and do the other things they want to do. You know, I ain't knocking people that do go to parties and all that. I ain't knocking y'all. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But it's a lot of people that cut that stuff out. And whatever it is, you know, whatever else that may be a distraction for them.
I used myself growing up, started dancing. I got good at dancing because I practiced. While some of my other friends was out doing other stuff, I was home in the mirror practicing on my craft.
You can't beat me,
but I'll show you something one day. But practicing my craft, I got good at playing basketball. Big Lee helped me with that. Brother helped me with that. Practicing on my craft. As far as like I detail cars. Practicing on my craft. Like Brother William, Uncle. Practicing on the craft.
You gotta surround yourself with people that, you know, will push you. Sometimes you're gonna be by yourself, but also you got people that's doing the same thing as you. So surround yourself with the type of people.
Yeah.
If you're a gamer and you know you're trying to get in the gaming industry, art, whatever.
Y'all can cut me off so quick.
Or whatever it is, you know, lock in with them people. You know, get advice from them and share your knowledge with them. You might know something they don't, and vice versa. And that's how y'all grow.
You gotta practice on your craft.
Which this point I'm going to bring up, you know, ties into endurance is key. Doing all things requires patience and consistency.
You gotta be consistent with it.
And you gotta be patient.
And patient.
It's not gonna happen overnight.
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
So get that out of your head of thinking like it's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Right then.
Some stuff do.
Yeah.
But you gotta be consistent with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even all the way down to marriage, you gotta be consistent with it. You gotta be consistent. It's gotta be, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. That's how it gotta be. It's gotta be on repeat. You gotta be repetitive.
It becomes muscle memory.
And once you get it going and repeat, then it's automatically you'll find yourself doing. They say to be able to do stuff repetitive takes about 30 days. You do it every day, consistent, about 30 days. It'll become a routine in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to get better with a whole bunch of stuff, even including this here. I'm trying to get better with it. So,
yeah, you gotta get better with it. You gotta have patience because it won't. Sometimes it won't happen the way you want it to happen too, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Video might be laggy a little bit, and I don't know if it's about the storm or what, but so bear with us on that. You know, we be trying to have the best quality out here and all that, but
See, that's the idea. Sometimes, even when you're trying to be positive, even in this right here,
yeah,
it's always something.
yeah. So bear with us. We appreciate y'all for still being here, even though it might be laggy or the quality might have dropped just because storm and the Wi-Fi and all that other stuff. But we appreciate y'all being here for real because it means a lot. So we thank y'all. Now, here's a question that kind of ties into earlier. Why do people compare themselves?
I don't know why they in competition. Competition is when you're playing against each other. Your competition is not supposed to be, especially in some household, trying to be way better than this person inside the house. I don't know why.
Mm. Yeah, I like.
She said
it's a little blurry.
Yeah.
I could probably do something to fix it, but we almost done anyway. But as far as like why people do it, man, it could be multiple reasons. Jealousy, they envy them, they want to, in general, be better than them. They want to see them fail. Shoot, only God knows, you know, everybody got a different reasons as to why. It'd be crazy though. Like comparing yourself, it's like there's a such thing as good sportsmanship and stuff like that. You know, being competitive in a positive way that's not negative and you know, not getting your feelings and your ego involved. Cause shoot, even me and my brothers and like excuse me, my boy Darius on here. Well, both Dariuses and stuff. You know, we all play the game and stuff like that. Now I know Darius is good at racing games. I'm alright. He can beat me in that. But we talk drunk and all that. You know? But as far as like getting the ego and all that stuff involved, nah. I don't know. The list goes on with that. Mm-hmm. But a point I do got to bring up is, understand and teach your kids that it's okay to get frustrated and to restart as long as they don't give up. It's okay to restart.
Yeah.
I know it can kind of be soul crushing and aggravating because you like, dang, I gotta start all the way from the beginning. Sometimes that's what it takes. Kitty said good competition is motivation to be better. Yeah. It can be.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have to you yourself as a person have to understand like it's okay to get frustrated and to restart. And you also, if you have kids, teach them as well the same thing. So that way when they get older, they know how to handle it and how to control their emotions, how to go about it. Which I really don't get why some parents do that. Like I get sometimes you gotta let your kids learn on their own and all that other stuff. I get it. But it's like if they want to learn and if you have the information, just share it with them. Why would you want them to suffer? I never understood that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they're trying to be great and just trying to be a better version of themselves. But yeah, it's all right to restart. It's been a bunch of times I have to restart. And that's okay. It is aggravating. And understand that you will be on an emotional roller coaster. And a lot of stuff you are not going to understand when it comes to, doing whatever it is you want to do in life and making it. You can do it, but you will go through that emotional roller coaster. And there's going to be some things you're not going to understand.
Yep.
And you have to come to peace with that and come to terms with it. That's all right. Alexandria, what's good? Well, I know you was Blaze, but yeah, what's up? Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, greatness is built daily through small steps that add up to big achievements. My boy Darius said, "I'm speaking straight facts, and I expect nothing less from my fellow warriors and brothers in arms." Carl, you still on your beard, by the way. LOL. Y'all both helped me grow into the man I am today, so thank you. Hey, we appreciate you, bro, because and growing up with you, you molded you, my dad, and a lot of other people have, molded me and shaped me into the man that I am today. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody here that also helped along the way.
I see you still remember that when I asked you that time.
Right. We still joke about that too. We still joke about that.
Oh man.
She said, "Hey, friend, of course, always. Hey, I appreciate you coming through for real." But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, bro, for real. I really do. He said, "And learning, talk about." She said, "Learning is a part of growing and maturing." Yeah, you have to learn. And before I end off, I gotta say this: challenges are temporary, strength is lasting. You will go through an emotional roller coaster, and you have to have faith. You have to. The challenges are temporary. Your strength, that's gonna last forever.
Yep.
As long as you believe in it and have faith, it'll take you a long way. It will take you a long way. It's gonna be hard. It will be hard. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna lose some friends and family and relationships. I'm just keeping it real with you, because that's the world we live in. It's like that, but it is. Whatever it is you want to do in this world, bro, stay true to yourself, stay focused, stay positive. You gotta be consistent. You have to. Understand there's gonna be times you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna get sad, you're gonna get mad, you're gonna cry. Sometimes you're gonna have to start over. It's okay though. As long as you believe and you can see the vision, what it is you want to do, man, you'll make it.
Yep.
You will make it. As long as you surround yourself with people that think just like you and push you to be great and vice versa, man, y'all will go. Y'all will go some places. And like I said, when it comes to doing anything, it doesn't always got to be something major. And always, appreciate the small things too. Even if it's just, you want to be in great shape or you want to eat healthy or whatever. All that stuff matters. It counts. Just don't compare yourself to anybody else. They doing this, and we're human, so sometimes that does happen. But don't dwell on it for too long. But on that note, what you got coming up, man?
We'll be back at 6 o'clock. We're gonna talk about let's build each other up. So it's like just a spin-off from this right here. Do all things, because we need to build each other up now, especially in this type of world here. I might start doing some little short lives, about 20 minutes throughout the week. So I'm gonna start trying to pick it up a little bit more, and be positive, because we need a lot of positivity and stuff right here. A lot of times we just, I don't know. I don't know. But that's the world we in right now. So we'll be back at 6. On Real Talk Conversations, y'all. Y'all come back, go get your sandwich and come back.
Yeah, I'll get you something to eat, something to drink, come back.
So you can stay back in there, go get your nab and a soda. For y'all that don't know that, it's a drink, a Coke or Pepsi, and some of the little nab crackers and stuff like that. That's what that meant back in the day.
Yeah. As far as what I got coming up and stuff like that, shoot, it's a bunch of stuff I'm doing.
And I hope all the quality of all this stuff
fixed
by then. Yeah. I don't know it's always something. Always something.
But yeah, the dance videos, the funny videos, all the videos y'all be seeing me do. I'm gonna start back doing that, picking it back up again. Cause some of y'all know how recent it was in the hospital and stuff like that, which I appreciate everybody that prayed for me and everything, checking on me. I'm doing a lot better. Working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And I don't know when, we still trying to figure this out. it's gonna be a day where we just gonna have everybody, come up and promote their business. As long as it's something positive. Whether you gaming, you streamer, social media, you bake, you cook, whatever you doing. If you want to promote it, we have y'all come up and do that. It's free of charge. I don't think you got to pay something and all that. No, it's free.
You like to drop $1 in the cash?
Yeah, if you want to, that's your decision. It's your choice if you do it. But we will do that one day. We'll be sure to post about it and let it be known. But yeah, we're gonna pick a day out and just have y'all do that. For anybody that's new here, that came from TikTok. So usually we try to do this about every Sunday, just about every Sunday. My podcast is at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And his is at 6:00 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, if you come from TikTok or wherever you're coming from, that's usually when we try to continue to do these. So be on the lookout for that.
And we're gonna start being live on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna
figure out.
Because I know the platform already trying to figure out something with TikTok. So we're still gonna try to go live on TikTok. If we just have to go like old school, like we did before, had the phones and everything, be live with the TikTok like that.
Yeah, so we'll try to figure that out. If there's any topic, that y'all want to cover or want to see us cover, you want to be a part of it, or if there's one that we post, because we try to post a flyer ahead of time too, so that way y'all be aware of what's going on. Or if you want to be a part of that, you can easily shoot us a message. We get you involved in it. And we just get this thing popping. But hey, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We can't thank y'all enough, bro. Y'all could have been doing anything, but y'all are here, and we truly appreciate it. We can't thank y'all enough. So I love y'all. Stay focused, stay positive, smile. I always remember you can do anything in this world, but don't let anybody stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do. No matter what age you are, you can do it. Y'all know how I do. Be smooth with it. I love y'all.
And it's sickle cell month.
Oh yeah, sickle cell awareness month. So shout out to the other sickle cell warriors and stuff like that. But yeah.